This week we're going to be searching several Alabama waterways for lost pieces of history and treasure. The first site is an old ghost town. The second site, I make a major mistake resulting in disaster. And the third site is known as the Alabama Gold Camp, where we're going to be doing some gold panning. Let's go see what we can find. As I'm getting my Garrett Vortex set up to metal detect this gravel bar that you see in the middle of this creek, Miranda has already took off and she's around the bend down there, and she is in search of broken pieces of pottery and glass for her jewelry business to upcycle. I'm excited though because I feel like this bar has changed a pretty good bit since the last time we detected it, and I'm hoping there's going to be some good relics. We've got a couple of mini excursions that we're going to throw into this video that are pretty fun, one of which is a new creek that we found, and the other one's going to be a little bit of gold panning. So this video is going to be packed with some different stuff. Let's see what we can find. So I just had a pretty nice 46 to 48 signal that seemed repeatable. Let's see if I can find it. Right there. I think I see it. Kind of looks like trash, but let's find out together. That is not trash. Look at that, guys. We haven't found too many of these in here. That is a squished thimble. And I can't tell if that would have been an open end or if it's just broken off. That's a pretty neat little find. And if we're lucky, it may say something on it. I may have to do a little bit of cleaning to find out though. So that's a pretty good way to start the day. Listen to this right here. And I'm not sure what this is. It looks like a button, but it's got an odd shape to it. Maybe a more modern button that's like a snap button. Regardless though, there's definitely some new stuff here because we metal detected right over this last time that we were at this site. But with the amount of rain we've had, you got to think it washes the rocks, changes the bottom, and relics that may have been on their side become flat, and then we can find them. So this site almost rejuvenates itself every time we have a big rainstorm. Just had a really strong 70 signal. I pulled this out. I don't know what that was. Obviously it had some fake stones in it. It looks like it's floral. I wonder if it was on the end of a belt or something. That's kind of neat. Alrighty, we're still on the relics. Let's see what else we can find. While she's still searching for glass, I wandered out into the deeper water and just scored a harmonica reed. Check that out. Looks like it's gonna be a good one. Take a look. That one is pretty pristine right there. No names or anything though. I've not heard from Miranda, so I guess I'm gonna have to walk downstream and check on her real quick. That must mean she's finding something good if she's not on her way back already. What'd you get?
Grape jar fillers. It's a little top to a sugar dish for a tea set, little mini tea set. Isn't that cute?
Oh, that's a little different too, those lines in the top.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see if we can
those.
find the cup. It's probably washed 5 miles downstream by now. It's a wonder we got the lid. I may have a cup that it fits though. You know, we keep all the cups and the lids that we find, and then sometimes we can match them up, you know, from kids buying the same sets or their parents back then. So we'll have to check and see. Moment of truth. That's pretty close if you ask me. What's amazing is each piece to this was found at a different site. Just like I said, you just never know. That's a funny looking sight. Look at that baseball bat floating there. It's hung somehow. That thing was literally just floating. Man, that thing's been in there a long time. Look at that. That's hilarious. Doesn't belong in here. We'll take it out. Got a cell phone down here. Oh man, that one's seen better days. Was an iPhone though. But it is swollen and ready to explode. So let's carry this one out. Frisbee time. I can never have too many of these. My dog loves them. They can see a cream jar. Right. Oh, it's broken. Dang. We got one of our buddies out here. He went down kayaking. He didn't have any luck further downstream than what we did. But we're gonna walk slower, and I'm gonna go up under some of these bushes you can't get to with a kayak and see what we can come up with. That looks like a really good piece for jewelry. Look at that. Ooh, that's pretty. Hey, you're gonna love this piece, babe. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Look at that piece right there. Wow. That's pretty. Been in here for a long time. Look at the crazing or the age cracks. Miranda will be able to make something out of that for sure, and it's got great color. Miranda just scored a button. Glass?
Yep.
Sure is. Nice little small for a jar filler.
Put it in your pocket.
Lots of broken glass in here today. Not a whole lot of hole. We're just going through and basically looking at every piece of glass in here right now. And it is a lot of it. You can take a couple steps, look down, and immediately you've got pieces of jugs and crocks in every direction. Based off the pattern I see, I'm pretty sure this is going to be like a modern vanilla extract. Yep, no embossing on that bad boy except for on the bottom. Still doesn't belong in here though, so let's get it out. See a ball right here. Looks like it's got a broken top. I can't tell what kind it is yet, so let's get it together. Oh, straight side Coke. Man, I've been on a roll with these guys. This one's in pretty rough shape from Birmingham, but you can make out the embossing. And again, this one's been in the water a while. You can tell by the way the rash is on there. This one washed out of the bottom and not the side. Also, it's been exposed to the sunlight, and that's why the moss was allowed to grow on it. Unlike a lot of the bottles we find that are fresh washouts. Modern.
Newer.
We're just talking about we're on Marble Island. Well, we haven't found any marbles in a while. Looks to me to be a fairly...
Cat eye.
Yep, fairly modern cat eye. Well, I don't know if that's modern or not.
Sometimes it'll be 50s and 60s.
Look at that thing. That is beautiful.
Yep.
Hey, I'm excited about that.
Me too.
Looks like a rose petal almost in there. Heck yeah, let's keep going. Looks like deer teeth, doesn't it?
A horse.
A horse, I don't know. It doesn't look big enough to be a horse to me. You guys let us know in the comments. What kind of teeth are these?
Hey, Pete, that's a tooth.
Is it? I mean, I'm not exactly an expert on teeth. I normally don't film these cups that I find. This one's kind of interesting. It somehow has the remnants of the label on the bottom. And you can see it says something tax. I think it was tobacco tax. So I don't know if that was like a snuff jar cup or what, but that's kind of interesting. And it's crazy to me that that sucker survived being in the water. I do see another piece to a bottle right here in front of us though that I also wanted to look at live. Don't know if it's good or not. It looks thick. Nope, modern. Dang it. Take a look. There's a hutch top right there. Oh, come on. Oh, man. That would have been an elk. You see the elk head over there? Hey, look, the stopper's still in it, though. That's worth keeping. We'll take that with us. I like having the tops of these. You never know when you're going to have to repair one that may be a really rare one. This bottle would have been about a $150 bottle, dating to pre-1910. And man, that lip is immaculate on that thing. But that stopper right there is also something that somebody may want in their bottle. So I always try to keep the pieces of the stoppers that I find. This is what I'm talking about. See how it's broke up just a little bit, but it's still pretty solid. No matter which direction I turn, I'm gonna circle all the way around it. And if it's repeatable, not super scratchy, I'm gonna dig it. So we're gonna dig this one. This is a strong 55. Take a look. This is what was down there at that 55 signal. First I thought it was modern garbage, and it is fairly modern compared to the typical mining stuff we find, but it's the back to a watch. See where it says US time and somebody engraved onto the back of it. Good luck from Hoppy, or it could be Happy. That's kind of neat. I always like finding stuff that's personalized. You can see right over here where it would have been the little knob that sticks out where you could adjust the time. But there again, a lot more modern than what we want to find. But if we want to look at something old, let's take a look at a creek that I scouted earlier this week. I only spent 5 minutes here, but the glass looks like it's going to be amazing. So check this out. Brand new creek. And I'm seeing some good glass already. Look right down here. that little guy. No embossing, but that is exactly what we're looking for. I don't even have my waders or anything on for this, but I wanted to check it out. That one's thick enough. It could have been something that kind of looks like an RC Cola though. We'll turn the camera back on as we find stuff. You see it? I see it. There's a hutch right there with the bottom knocked out. Wow, what kind of hutch were you? William Tatum Montgomery. Holy cow. That's nuts. This is kind of a cool piece to see in the creek. We don't see these very often. We dig a lot of them, but we don't find them in the water. That's an Alabama Bottling Company hutch or straight side. And that's the eagle that you can see on the back right there, maybe. I don't know if you can or not. But that's different. Don't see that in the water all the time. Ooh. Well, I just took the worst fall I think I ever have in a creek. I was up on that bank and just fell all the way down onto that stuff. I think the only thing that got me was my thumb, and I lost one of my shoes. I don't know where it went. Oh man, that was sketch, guys. And my camera is broken, so I don't know if this is even working. The joys of this. Let's see if I can turn this around where you guys can see me. Oh, I am now soaked head to toe. Got a bleeding thumb and no shoe, and I can't tell, my leg is hurting a little bit. I think I'm all right. Jeez Louise, guys, that sucked. My leg's a little beat up, not too bad. On that side, here's the side where I'm missing the shoe. A little beat up there. But that could have been a lot worse falling into that debris from way up there. I think I see my shoe floating down here. Just gotta catch it without standing on a piece of glass. Well, never an adventure, right? Unless something goes wrong. And wow, that was pretty rough. I don't need stitches or anything, but that did not feel terrific, guys. So I avoided disaster there. I narrowly escaped a ER visit for sure. I fell off of that 10-foot embankment, landed in all of that debris, and somehow walked away with only minor scratches and bruises. I did call today after this though, and the reason for that is I had open wounds on my legs, like scratches, and on my hands as well, that I did not want any bacteria from the water to get into. Also, my camera was completely destroyed, so anything I found I would not be able to document, and that is not fun at all. So we will be returning with a functioning camera, better boots that are going to have better grip, and probably wear some waders too to make sure that I don't have that happen again. This is not the end of the video though. However, I told you guys that we're going to do some gold panning. My good buddy Heath over at History Seekers is celebrating 1 million followers over on his page, and we decided to have a small event over at the Alabama Gold Camp. And this is the first time I've ever had any experience gold mining, and I say gold mining very lightly, gold panning, let's go that way. Though there were some dredges and high bankers going, I didn't film those, but we're probably going to make a return trip there in the future. So let's show you guys how this event went. You found a nugget, whatever. So we are breaking a couple of new gold pans because this is something that we don't do very often. We've got this purple pan over here that is octagon shaped that has different sizes to be able to catch the gold in a pan. The Addie's got over there is a Garrett pan. When you're breaking in a new gold pan and you're going to be trying to catch fine gold, one of the things that you want to do is you want to take the sand and stuff and really drag it around and scuff the pan up. And what that does is it makes the gold less likely to slide out, especially the smaller pieces that we're going to be after today. I know a few of you have probably seen fool's gold before, but that's what's right there in front of me. That is actually fool's gold. And it shines all through this creek bed when the sun hits just right. It's pretty insane. You got to keep in mind though, this stuff does not weigh nearly as much, so it often floats right out of the pan. And that's where you got to be really good at panning to find those small pieces like we're searching for today.
It's a little bitty guy too.
Look at that leech right there. He's reaching out.
Ah!
He's gonna get you. Golly, at the reach on that guy.
Yeah, I was about to say this. He's pretty insane.
He smells it.
Oh, you put him back in there so he'll end up on us later. It'll be on this guy because he don't have his shirt on.
Yeah, man. Us Kentucky boys are built different.
So for those of you that don't know the KY Creekers boys, they made the drive down to Alabama today to see what this gold stuff is about. And so far what we figured out is this is much tougher than bottles, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Way tougher. I'm going to the natural slough down there, but no promises. That's
for those of you that don't know what he's talking about the bend in the creek. So you got to think about the current, just like with bottles, how they catch in certain points. Same thing with gold. Usually you think about gold, you think about bedrock. This spot doesn't have bedrock. So for me, I've been looking for bedrock sections and I'm like, there's none.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm almost completely lost. This is a lot different than your gold mining that goes on out west in Alaska and different places like that. It's definitely a learning curve. So we don't know how much we'll show you today. At least a couple of pinches of salt.
Yeah.
Tell me when.
Go, bro.
Go, bro. This is how we always do it. So we decided to keep panning, but I've moved up creek just a little bit. And if you look, I think I got a piece of gold right here. Look at that. You may not be able to tell on camera. There's a lot of fool's gold in here, but that's an actual piece right there. So how about that? I guess I'm a gold miner now, right?
If you say so.
I know, right? Miranda has shifted her focus to what you see right here in front of us. No, this is not deer and rabbit turds, I promise. Though it looks like it, at least to my redneck self. This is actually known as garnets. If you're not a rock hound, what a garnet is it is a little bitty gemstone that is found alongside gold in the same layers. So like this one right here actually has a little bit of shape to it. Most of the others do not. To get them to look pretty though, it takes a little bit of work a lot of times. You either got to cut them, tumble them, or polish them. Thankfully, we have everything you need to do that. So for the rest of the day, she told me this is what she's looking for. She said it's easier than finding the flakes of gold. And she was not as nearly impressed with my little bitty piece of gold for some reason. We're just walking back in from the gold camp. We had an absolute blast. I wanted to ask the girls, though, their opinion on what they thought about the gold camp. Let's start with Mama. Mama, what did you think?
I had fun finding garnets.
You had fun finding garnets. That's what I told everybody. You shifted your focus to the garnets.
I did.
Addie, what did you think?
I liked it. The real treasure is having fun.
Hey, there we go. I like that.
Wow,
That's exactly right.
so true.
And for those asking about Pepsi, aka Curly or Mo down there, it's raining and her hair is flat, but there's our
Oh, baby goes flat.
her hair is so messed up right now. But anyways, if you've never been to the gold camp in Alabama, come check it out. I was wrong. There is bedrock. It's about 1.5 feet deeper than what I realized. Definitely, yeah, about 2 foot. It's definitely worth going there with a dredge if you got one to check it out. We may make a future video there. If you want to see it, drop us a comment below and let us know, and we'll see you guys in the next adventure.